intersects with all sorts of other things. But there's a church over there that's closer to the clinic by about 0.3 miles.
How many abortion clinics are in the state of Oklahoma?
There's 3.
Are you videotaping this?
Yeah.
Don't.
We will block his face out if we decide to use it. We'll block your face out if you want us to.
But first of all, shouldn't you ask me?
Well, we have to actually videotape for our own protection. We also have to videotape to expose what is going on. So it's gonna be very good for people to see somebody who came out here, was in total opposition to us, thought we were crazy, and you changed. But you changed
it sounded like
No, maybe you were in opposition to like our tactic.
I was not in opposition. I was absolutely mortified about these pictures, because you take somebody like me that has prayed and prayed for 21 years and told no that I could not have kids, but gave it up to God and said, if you want me to have a child, I will let you give that gift to me, but I'm not going to go and get in vitro or anything like that. It is up to God to give me the choice.
Sure.
I mean, give me the gift. So for me to sit here and look at pictures I've never seen before, never even wanted to imagine, because I knew I would never go that far.
Yeah, so like this video,
I'm
man.
not opposed to
We're not
anything.
just here for you.
I am mortified and asked and simply asked the question and said, what and who are you?
Yeah, okay, well, maybe I read it wrong, but this video, like, some woman might hear this video, some church might hear this video, and they may be like woken up for it.
And if they're embarrassed, and the only reason I feel that anybody would ever have the choice to have an abortion is because they're humiliated that they're pregnant. I don't think it has anything to do with financial. I don't think it has anything to do with anything other than they're humiliated that they do not want to have a child because they're scared to death of what somebody's going to ask or how somebody's going to say, well, I thought you were a good Christian and you would never do this. Who cares? God gave you the ability to bring up a baby. If not, let somebody else have that baby and bring that baby up in a good Christian home. But do not kill a soul.
Yeah, we promote that.
And that's what I don't understand is why would anybody? I've had best friends that are drug addicts for 15 years that have 2 kids. I've had people that are my family members, not directly, but through marriage, that have had an abortion and now have 2 kids and proclaim to love those children more than anything. Well, what happened to the baby you murdered? You know, do not think that I am for abortion. I am absolutely against it.
Yeah, I wasn't implying that at all.
Opposing the science.
Bringing this up is a very good opportunity for people to get more involved. You're right.
Yeah, and I wasn't implying you were like for abortion. I just meant you were like opposed to the way we were going about it.
I think it's absolutely insane that women have abortions.
Yeah.
It's absolutely insane.
And I bet you half the people that go to church are going to think that.
I would think that more than that.
Well, more than half. Well, maybe not.
I mean, I'd like to know the statistics. That would be
It would be good. It's impossible. We know that we've talked to people enough that some people have told us it's a woman's choice. And so one of our sort of problems, and one of, like, we may forever be hated by LifeChurch or whatever.
In general.
Forever be just sort of like, man, we wish they didn't. But we do believe that it'll sort of solidify their position, because like I will write Pastor Craig and say, people don't know. We get people coming out of your church that are against it, that are like with us, and you have people that are like, get out of people's bodies and like it's a woman's rights, because the position's not clear enough, the statement isn't, the preaching isn't clear enough, at least on this thing, that, you know, to quote a staff member at LifeChurch, that active, strong followers and devout believers in Christ.
Who is this person?
Jeree?
No, who is the person you're saying that actually was a pastor here and that went to Craig?
No,
I'm saying I'll write him a letter.
No, but earlier you said.
Yeah, no, there was a member.
Jason Stover.
Jason Stover?
Yeah, Jason Stover. He had already led 2 life groups, and had actually like been an interim pastor for a LifeChurch campus. That whenever the TV or whatever went down, they had Sundays. He was preaching. I mean, he was like a long time, like you're a long time.
What is Jason Stover doing now?
He's with us. He's not here today. Is he here today?
No, he couldn't make it today.
Like, no,
he's been out here every other Sunday.
Have you ever made a comment about him?
In the phone call, she references the fact that a member tried to start a life group and they wouldn't let him. And
there are about 6 or 7.
She didn't mention him by name though.
They're all on our website, and it's Pastor Buss. Is that his name?
I am not sure. But see, you have to also understand that LifeChurch talks about suicide. They have people that I know that have been on the screen, and they talk.
The whole world agrees that suicide's wrong. Like LifeChurch could take a stand against, say, sex trafficking, because the world agrees that sex trafficking. You don't look weird. LifeChurch could speak against racism or modern-day slavery or anything, right? Because the world agrees. LifeChurch avoids speaking about the things that the world finds difficult. The Christian things, like Christians would be definitely the leading voices against abortion in our culture.
Right.
Now, it's a little weird to speak out against abortion.
I don't think it's weird.
You look fanatical to the culture. Now,
and to some Christians.
Does a lot of work to try to get people from the culture to come, and we commend them for that. You know, they work a lot on trying to get as many lost people in their doors to hear the gospel or to get plugged in or whatever. They do that. Our suspicion and what we would like to know and have told to us is whether the decision not to speak against abortion is because they don't think it's as bad as it really is, killing a neighbor and an image bearer, or if they just don't want to look crazy. My suspicion is that...
what is your name? I want you to write it down, and I'm going to get that answer for you.
Okay.
And I promise you
you got a pen over there.
No,
hey,
can you
grab a pen?
Because if that's what you want, that's a good thing. But I think at the same time, it's like, why have I never seen you guys before? Why have I never seen you guys in Edmond? Is there an abortion clinic in Edmond?
No, just 4 acres in Norman, Oklahoma, as far as like the metro area, and then there's one in Tulsa, and that's all of
Oklahoma.
That's all of Oklahoma. There's Planned Parenthoods that refer them to abortion clinics and do like give birth control, which is also a form of abortion in many cases. So
see, one thing that you may want to also consider is, and I'm sure you have, is the knowledge. Do people have the knowledge? As embarrassing as this is, I don't even know if Oklahoma is a pro-abortion, anti-abortion. I have no clue. You know why?
Well,
because
it's legal in every state.
I do not live in that kind of a world that I have to worry about it. So you bring awareness.
We're trying to change the world where if we can get everyone to be living in a world where they have to worry about it,
right?
We think that that's key to like ending it.
But you know what? Then you also have to realize, families like me, we have a person that struggles with drug addiction, a couple people.
Yeah.
Our world is not worried about somebody else that may think about choosing to have an abortion. Our world...
You can be worried about that.
Yeah, we don't think that
our world is totally consumed with making sure that that person in our family, my immediate family, is going to be alive tomorrow because of drugs.
Yeah, and we think that you could focus mainly on that.
But that's what it is that we focus so much on saving our own lives and saving our own family members. We don't worry, and we can't worry about somebody else.
That's what this flyer argues. Because people in Germany were like, if there was a family in Germany in the 20th century during the Holocaust, and they knew about something, they knew that Jews were being kept out of places and rounded up and that sort of stuff. And you said, and a Christian came to him and said, hey, they are rounding up Jews. I know you're a Christian, I'm a Christian, they're Jews, but they're made in the image of God, they're our neighbors. We should speak boldly against this. And the person said, listen, I agree, I would, but I'm so focused on making sure that Uncle Gubenschwager, takes his meds or doesn't kill himself or whatever like that. The answer would still be the same. Yeah, the answer would still be the same. It's like, I hope that Uncle Gubenschwager doesn't kill himself, and I hope that you focus 90% of the time. But when the issue of Jewish Holocaust comes up, or when you have an opportunity to speak, or when you have an opportunity to love a Jew, if you have to hide one, if you want to do anything assistance or exposure, speak. So I think, hey buddy, we're sorry.
I know. Well, listen, here's the deal. Knowledge is power, and bring the knowledge to the people, and the people will help the cause.
We agree.
And I promise you that.
We agree.
Because
That's why.
if you don't have the knowledge, you don't know what you're going to do.
Yeah.
What is God, my purpose for today? Okay? I can't do anything about tomorrow, and I can't do anything about yesterday. The only thing I do about is what I need to do today. So if I know what I need to do tomorrow to help a newborn baby, a potential newborn,
Or just
then I'll do it.
A young woman who's in this culture who you know and have some influence over, and you know she's sexually active, and you would have never even thought or spoke or brought up abortion. That's a woman that, you know, you can just bring it up. The other day I was in LifeChurch and they had these horrible signs, and I just don't really know about that, but I do know one thing, that abortion is not the sort of thing that ought to be going on. This young woman under your influence says, oh, I really respect, you know, you, and I'm going to change.
Bottom line is we just want people to incorporate the work of abolition into their everyday lives of what they already do.
Right.
So I go to work, I might engage a coworker about abortion. I go somewhere else, I might drop information somewhere, you know what I'm saying?
Great thing. And we should have had this conversation this little bit at the very, very beginning to understand why we are here, why you guys are here, why I am standing here.
Maybe you have some good advice here. I know he's got to go, but we don't know how to get into this conversation. Like, you know, we're like, man, we don't want to hold signs. Signs is like kind of lame. It's like what Westboro does.
Do you know about abortion? Do you know about abortion? If not, let me tell you.
Yeah, and that's what we do on a regular basis in many ways. But as far as like talking to a whole body of believers that are in close proximity to a child sacrifice center, we think, well, how do we get their attention? How do we do that? I wish it wasn't signs, but then it dawns on us. This is why people make signs.
Right,
LifeChurch TV puts signs up so you know where it is, what they're doing, what the times are. We hold signs so you know what it is, that it's evil, where it's happening. We have more signs than you've seen, but that's why we have the signs.
Do you have in any of this proximity of this church, you have a sign that says, do you know about abortion? Do you need help with the thought of it? Call.
We have some that say like there's forgiveness in Christ for abortion.
They need to be out before I even see that sign. If I was a female and I needed help, the first thing that I go to is my church. Financial, anything. But listen,
hold on.
Get a sign before I see this sign. Hold on. Before you go and say, put this sign out or any of the other signs, put a sign out that says, do you know what abortion is? Do you know that this is what abortion looks like?
I'll make that sign before the end of the day.
And then call me if you have a question about it. Call me, I can help you before you kill a baby.
We have abortion is not the answer. We will help you. It's a sign, large sign. So
but
it's like,
do you know the lifelong effects of killing your own?
Oh yeah, that's a good sign. That's a great sign.
You know, do you know the lifelong effects?
We have something that like abortion will not just destroy your baby; it'll affect you for the rest of your life.
Right.
And we have those.
Put those up because you know what? What's sad
people would say take those
I
to
drove
the clinic.
2 entrances and didn't see anything that said anything about abortion.
We're here to expose the evil of abortion and call the church out on apathy. We're here. We do those things on a regular, I'd say, hourly basis.
Always you can include. You can do better.
And I'll make sure we can do definitely.
Yes.
But if a woman is about to get an abortion in this church and she talks to her life group leader, we have on record that her life group leader will say, "Well, I haven't talked about it yet." So
you said that was said.
That is said on the phone
to
us.
Well, I'm gonna look.
Listen to the conversation at that URL. Listen to the conversation we recorded at that URL. And you can look us up on Facebook and talk to us through Facebook too if you want.
I'm gonna make her leave. I'm gonna make your mom leave. And